Babe and me was up half the night figuring things out.
What do you mean, Prez?
I figured it out. I figured it out. With a pencil and a pad, I figured it out. 7.5 cents doesn't buy a hell of a lot. 7.5 cents doesn't mean a thing. But give it to me every hour, 40 hours every week. That's enough for me to be living like a king. I figured it out.
He figured it out.
I figured it out.
He figured it out.
With a pencil and a pad, I figured it out. Only 5 years from today. Only 5 years from today. I can see it all before me. Only 5 years from today. 5 years. That's 260 weeks times 40 hours every week at roughly 2¼ hours overtime, at time and a half for overtime, comes to exactly $852.74. That's enough for me to get an automatic washing machine, a year's supply of gasoline, carpet and board, a living room,
A vacuum instead of the plastic room.
not to mention a 40-inch television set.
So, although 7.5 cents doesn't buy a hell of a lot, 7.5 cents doesn't mean a thing. But give it to me every hour, 40 hours every week. That's enough for me to be living like a king.
I figured it out.
She figured it out. She figured it out.
I figured it out with a pencil and a pad. I figured it out. Only 10 years from today. Only 10 years from today. I can see it clear as daylight. Only 10 years from today. 10 years. That's 520 weeks. At 40 hours every week. At roughly 2¼ hours overtime, at time and a half for overtime, comes to exactly $1,705.48. That's enough for me to buy a trip to France across the seas, a motorboat with water skis, maybe even a foreign car.
It's hard to get to the corner bar.
Not to mention a Scrabble board with letters made of gold.
So, although we figured it out, 7.5 cents doesn't buy a hell of a lot. 7.5 cents doesn't mean a thing. Give it to me every hour, 40 hours every week. That's enough for me to be living like a king.
We figured it out.
They figured it out. They figured it out.
We figured it out.
With a pencil and a pad, they figured it out.
Only 20 years from today.
Only 20 years from today.
I can see it like a vision.
Only 20 years from today.
20 years. That's 1,050 weeks.
40 hours every
At roughly
week.
2¼ hours overtime.
At time and a half for overtime.
Comes to exactly
$3,411.
$96. Wow! That's enough for me to be a sultan in a Taj Mahal, in every room a different doll.
I'll have myself a buy-in spree. I'll buy a pajama factory.